All right, guys, I just want to be clear before we watch this video that I am not calling Lou vs. Wall Street a shill or a FUD or that he's working for Citadel or anything like that. I just got nervous last night when he said that if they had covered their FTD'S this week, which they were supposed to do, they were on the threshold security list. There's no way possible that happened. Maybe a couple things were closed when we saw that 10% bump on Thursday, but nothing compared to what we should have seen. And if the fact is he's predicting, and we're going to fact check him, if the facts are that 60% of people would have jumped out at $300, that means that no one would have even waited till we got to GME numbers, because GME was at 347. And Robinhood cut the buy button along with others. So that makes me nervous going forward with the squeeze, if that's what he truly believes. And I check in with Lou from time to time. I watch some of his videos. I read some of his comments to get a feel of what the community is saying, what they're thinking. So I'm going to say this with this video before we go into it and just say I am going to base everything off of what Lou said. And then I'm going to give my opinion about it. But everything is going to be based from video fact-checking. And that's how I'm going to preface this video. Let's get into this. Without further ado,
cue the speeder.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
Ape Nation, thank you for helping me pass 200 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully I can earn it today. Before we get into this, I just want to point out that the reason I have a problem with people giving dates and times is for exactly this reason right here. Literally, if people are basing their plays and their market moves off what someone else is saying that is not entirely hooked into the system, that can spell trouble for people. And I hate to see people losing money, no matter whose fault it is. Now, in the long run, this guy made a decision based off someone else's predictions, and he lost money. And there were other people I saw in the comment section that this happened to. I just happened to pull this one, but this bothers me. This is why I don't like predictions. And this example of Lou is just one small example from last week. This is going on across the board. But I happen to follow Lou closely, so that's why I pulled out this example. Nothing against him personally.
Oh, I'm going to fight Lou. Here's the deal. No more shares to borrow. No more shares to buy. All the rules are put in place. It kicks off this Friday. If it kicks off, it already kicked off. They're already like, I don't know, like 3 small D's already got vanquished. Like, poof! Surprise, motherfucker, you're not in business anymore. They're gone. This Friday, the calls, obviously, they got to be covered next week. And obviously all the other calls, they got whatever. So at the end of the day, poof, they got to start buying back. That's done. That's going to do the blocks. Okay, moving past that. Popcorn with his fucking... We now just got to sit back and wait. Those FTD'S, that threshold list, that's gonna vaporize some motherfuckers. TikTok, 3-day weekend, motherfuckers already checked out. There are people right now that are already gone. Bye-bye. See you next week. See you next week. That's all I can tell you. Because at the end of the day, there ain't no way getting out of this motherfucker. This shit is on. The pinnacle of... I'll make your 4th of July. You know how most YouTubers say, it's coming any moment, any day, whatever. Children, let me explain to you how I can prove to you it's coming. You know the threshold list, the failed to delivers they have to cover, okay? Those FTD'S, fucking billions of dollars worth of fucking failed to delivers they got to start covering. Well, if they get margin called and get vanquished, they ain't fucking gonna pay you a fucking thing on the FTD'S. So they're not covering no fucking FTD'S. Yeah, the stock price is gonna go up. because they got to cover the shares that they borrow. But those FTDs that have gone back to the time when Moses was going, all right, can I get a camel? Can I get 2 elephants? Let me tell you something. All of those FTDs for GameStop and AMC, they're not going to be covered on the other side of those margin calls. Okay, it's a brilliant escape. It's like a corporation declaring bankruptcy. When you declare bankruptcy, you're here. I could tell you one thing though. They gotta, those failure to delivers, it's time to buy back those motherfuckers next week. This was the week. This was the fucking go, no go. Now, they're in the wild zone. We're all floating. This is the fucking Matrix. We're like that fucking guy doing the fucking lambada in there. So, for all of you feel like, no, but we're supposed to be millionaires today. Let me tell you something. There's no easy way out anymore. This is it. And I know other people say that. That's really bullshit. Look at you, other people, I don't know who they talk to. I know who the fuck I talk to. And they talk to me, and I don't even know why, because I'm not a fucking smart person. I'm a street guy too, and a tech guy. We put things together, and at the end of the day, I said it this week. They gone. This Friday, the calls, obviously, they got to be covered next week, and obviously all the other calls, they got whatever. So at the end of the day, poof, they got to start buying back. That's done. That's going to do the blocks. Okay, moving in the 4s to 5s. Next week, 5 to 6. Week after that, what are we going to be? 7 to 8? Fuck, what is this? What is this? We're on the threshold now. People looking at me like, well, who are you talking to? It's a little me. Anyway, my thing is this. Monday, Tuesday, they got to buy back. So they could have avoided this catastrophe. But that's where we're at, and that's all it is. People are asking me, are they waiting for Delta? Are they waiting for the Lambada? I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. But at the end of the day, for you people that are afraid, yeah, in time, they'll be fucking... Next week, if I see some shit that don't look fucking legit, I'm not gonna be like every fucking body here. Oh, to the moon, everything is great. You know what I'm gonna go? There we go. I'm gonna just fucking call it out. We already know this is bullshit. We already call it the Matrix. But come next week, let me see barcoding and dropping down. When they're on the threshold, you know the threshold is the failed to delivers they have to cover, okay? Those FTDs, fucking billions of dollars worth of fucking failed to delivers they gotta start covering. Well, if they get margin called and get vanquished, they ain't fucking gonna pay you a fucking thing on the FTDs. The regulations are there. When they've delayed shit for like 35 months or more, and at the end of the day, there's many more shareholders, and people were buying today. People were messaging me, I bought today, I'm in. People came in when it was 39.40. Next week, let me tell you something. That is a test whether this shit, I'm not gonna say the word legal, but you kind of understand what I'm talking about. You cannot have all this, oh my God, so why are you talking about naked shares? Why doesn't nobody fucking just say, yo, this is fucking criminal, bullshit. This is like counterfeiting fucking money. Nobody's doing that shit. Oh my God, thank you for that super chat. Go fuck your mother, fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck about it. This is the fucking real deal. This is people's lives in the fuck. I mean, fuck, I take a hit, whatever, I move, whatever. But this is bullshit. This is the integrity of the market.
Okay, Lou here is 1000% right. Everything he just said is dead on correct. This is a problem. This is bullshit. They should have had to cover those shares this week, right? Those FTDs should have been covered. Let's not forget, the way you get put on the threshold list is because you have settlement failures. You have failed to deliver. And right in Investopedia, I mean, if you need to know what it is again, the threshold list is a list of securities that failed to settle in the previous 5 trading days. These settlement failures may be indicative of naked short selling. although they may also be caused by benign factors such as administrative errors. We know that's not the case, right? These are just more naked shorts. They are just kicking the can down the road. Why this comes as a shock to anyone? I mean, this whole movement has been about fixing the market, the corruption, the manipulation, trying to level the playing field for the retail investor over Wall Street. What have we been doing this whole time? I don't know how this comes as a shock to anyone. Making that prediction and just saying, oh yeah, all of a sudden now they're going to start following the rules. What is the penalty if they don't? Because yeah, maybe there was a little bit of covering this week when that 10% jump happened, but nothing like we should have seen. Let's watch the rest of the video.
And I'm not gonna get fucking pissed off, but that's what you look for next week. I tell you what the numbers are. People don't like it, fuck it. That's the number. Lou, but could it close a rip? Yeah, I could. But I could tell you something. And we're playing around with that 40, 50, 40, 50, 130 next week. There you go, brothers and sisters and transmiffidites. You know something is beyond up. So, too much shit has been suspect. Too many motherfuckers. You know, that's just how it is. So, am I excited for moving forward? It's fucking 46. I'm telling you something. When I call my first bracket, isn't it funny? We're in that bracket, the 1,000 to 5,000. I didn't call that number because I smoke crack and walk around the street. That's what I'm looking at. So, anyway, love you. Melania, stay away from Lombarda. Off the pizza. I'll be back.
So last night, he came back after the rant on the afternoon video, and he dropped this on the community.
What's going on, my little terrified fucking Sesame Street motherfuckers? Tell me about the threshold list, big bird. Look. Go back a couple of videos. And I was good around saying they ain't gonna cover the fucking FTD'S because it's too much fucking money to do that, and obviously the squeeze. So today, well, let's go back to this week. Mathematically, this was the D-Day fucking Normandy invasion. There was it. Lou, that's one guy there said, Lou, you ain't got no street creds. You don't know no people. Anyway. Look, I didn't come here to be fucking YouTuber of the month, super chatter, or sell a cup. Mathematically, this has become too fucking big. It's become too fucking public. Okay? And we were up, not we, the other side was up against a big fucking wall. Okay? Now I put it out there. Let it run for 3 days at the 300-ish number, and then on Friday, make it plunge. You would have cut 60% of you. And for people to tell me, no, you won't. That's because you're there, and I'm here, and I see thousands of you, tens of thousands of you freak out when things start to dip. Now, if things start to dip when you have a couple of 100,000, trust me, they would have shaved it off.
To be clear, I again agree with Lou. Some people would have paper-handed if we got up to $300. I have no doubt about that in my mind. If you think differently, you are crazy. He's 100% right. 60% of us out at 300, I don't know about that. I sure as hell hope not, because the future of the squeeze is in serious jeopardy. If 60%, that's over, what, 2.75 million people paper hand at 300, we got issues. And please, guys, take it easy on Lou. I think he's had a rough couple weeks. He's not in the best health. And sure, he's been off on some of his predictions, but I think he's also helped a lot of people in the community to stay somewhat grounded during this tumultuous time that we're in. He's kept people in the loop with what information he does have that's correct. And in general, he's done more good than bad, in my opinion.
I didn't go that route Because I never still had to cover the FTD'S. So, 1 second. Espresso break is inevitable this week. At the numbers, at the real numbers, remember the things where they match up? We're going to be in the 5,000 to 6,000 next week. No, we are going to be. So, I'm guessing, should have taken the other way out, but nonetheless, I'm guessing in order to get rid of this AMC nightmare and GameStop, the idea is, listen, let's do a managed squeeze. Let's get to a certain number. The FTD'S, whatever. Let me just wash our hands and move on. And everybody goes, no, because I wanted all the money in the world. Trust me. When you get a couple of 100,000 or $1 million or $2 million, you're going to fucking forget about fucking AMC. And if you're still thinking about it, you need fucking help. Because I'm not going to look back. I'm going to fucking, from that fucking second, I got other places to go into. I'm not even going to fucking think about it anymore. It's going to be like, zoop, something go. We haven't had a reset in 45 fucking years. Since the Great Depression, we haven't had a reset. And this is why this shit has been growing out of fucking control. So I wanted to actually see what was coming. I was ready for it. Did you prepare your family for it? You better fucking do it. Stop talking about Lambos and start talking about fucking how many meals does my family need for X amount of days, X amount of weeks, X amount of months, and go forward. You think that's stupid? Why are fucking billionaires fucking right now telling me, yeah, I'm going to Idaho. Yeah, I'm going to. The only billionaire you know is in that fucking television show. At the end of the day, think past yourself. Think about the entire community and stop being a fucking hater, bitch, fucking little. I'm not even gonna say a fact. That'll disrespect the fucking transmiffidites that I love in this channel. You know what I mean? You know what? Listen. I digress. My thing is very simple. I pray that fucking list refresh. I want to see that on the side, that catastrophe. If everybody wants to the moon, okay, we're going to see to the moon when that fucking thing goes down. That'll be the most white lightning ride you'll ever see in your life. And good luck when that happens, because they're going to pull out all the tricks. Or that list doesn't pop up. It's a managed squeeze. A lot of people make money, whatever, and then they decide what they do with it. Well, you know, I'm not even going to get into that aspect, but whatever, that's it. So, people wanted me to make a video. All right, I made a video. There you go. I hope that list pops up because I want to see the fireworks happen. I want to see the fucking Death Star explode.
Here's the bottom line. After everything that's been said for the last 7 to 8 days, Lou's a storyteller. He likes to joke around. He likes to tell stories. He wants to write a book. He wants to do Lou TV. They're all great ambitions. They're all great things to have in your future. And he's got a huge following. So a lot of people are going to take what he says and they're going to take it to the bank. Here's what I would say. Just be cautious. I don't think he's doing anything malicious. I don't think he's trying to hurt people. Are his predictions and his sentiments possibly hurting people? Yeah, I can see it in the comments. And I hate to see that. I don't think he's, like I said, I don't think he's doing it maliciously. I don't think he's trying to put a hurt on the community in any way. But it's having its effects. It's hype and then letdown, and hype and letdown, and hype and letdown. And all I would say is, you know, stay away from the dates, stay away from the predictions. Do what you do, tell stories, inform people on things. I don't know what billionaires he's talking to. I have no idea. I don't know any billionaires even on TV talking about Idaho or anything like that. All I know is he's been saying this is a managed event for a long time, and yeah, it's obviously a managed event. We should have seen them cover those FTDs last week. That's why the DTC put 005 in place, so that they couldn't continue to kick things down the road. Clearly, they didn't follow that. I don't know what the penalty for that is. As far as next week goes with him on Monday or Tuesday, he's washing his hands clean. You guys got to do what you want in the end. But just have faith in your due diligence. Have faith in your numbers. Have faith in the math. Have faith in the research that's been done over the last 6 months. And ultimately, you come up with your number at the end of the day. If his brackets are only 300 and that's what you're holding out for, then so be it. I've never heard him say anything less than 800 until this week. But things change. His brackets were supposed to be 800 to 15. Now he's saying it's 5,000 or 6,000. Then why wouldn't you hold out to 5,000 or 6,000? Why would you sell your shares at 300? I don't know. This is all just my opinion, of course. I'm not a financial advisor. Neither is Lou. And, he's got a big following. And I hope everyone just takes everything with a grain of salt. What I say, what he says, what anyone on YouTube says, ultimately the decision is yours. And just hope you make the right one when the time comes, whenever that time is. Guys, that's all I've got for this afternoon, or this morning actually. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll be coming out with some other videos over the weekend, talking about some other things about the market. But that's all I got for today. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.